Hello everyone and welcome. So in today's lesson we are going to learn about how to convert percentages to fractions and decimals. Let's get right into it. Now we already know that percentages are just a number out of 100. That means what 75% is the same thing as 75 over 100. Just simply put, 40% is the same thing as 40 over 100. 50% is the same thing as 50 over 100. 140% is the same thing as 140 over 100. 25% is the same thing as 25 over 100. So anytime you see the percentage sign, it simply means out of 100. Plainly. So no matter, you can have numbers that are greater than 100 and it still be out of 100. Just like this 140. So now you can't leave your answer this way. You can't leave your answer this way. You have to simplify it. You simplify it to the simplest form. That's the next thing to do. So you have 75 here and you have 100 here. Now, anytime you see 5 and 0 behind, 5 can divide it. So we can simplify using 5. So you know your multiples of 5. Since 5 times 12 is equal to 60, 5 times 13 is 65, 5 times 14 is going to be 70, and 5 times 15 will be 75. So this will be the same thing as 15 times 5. I'm trying to simplify. And your 100 is the same thing as 20 times 5. So 5 here can cancel 5. You are left with 15 over 20. Now you can further simplify. You can simplify through by 5 again. So this, if you simplify this by 5, you're going to have 15 divided by 5 is what? That's 3. 20 divided by 5 is 4. So your answer is going to be 3 over 4. So whenever you convert this to this fraction form, you don't leave your answer that way. You have to simplify to its simplest form. For the next question, we have what? 40 over 100. Now you already know that 4 times 10 is 40. 10 times 10 is 100. So I just cancel this 0. 0 will cancel out 0. What next? We have 4 over 10. 2 can simplify this. This will simply be 2 times 2 and 5 times 2. So 2 cancel 2. You are left with 2 over 5 as your final answer. That's how the simplification works. For this one now, you have 50 over 100. Now I know it's 5 times 10 that brought 50 and 10 that 10 that brought 100. So this 0 here will just cancel this 0 out. And I'm left with 5 over 10. You can still simplify through by 5, right? It's still multiple of 5. So 5 times 1, 5 times 2. 5 will cancel 5 and I'm left with 1 all over 2. That's my answer. That's how this works. Exactly. This is how it works. For this one, 140 over 100. I know this is 140 and this is 100. 0 cancel 0. First things first. And I'm left with what? I'm left with 14 over 10. Now they are both even numbers. So you can simplify through by 2. If you're simplifying this by 2, you're going to have 7 times 2 and 5 times 2. So 2 cancel, this becomes 7 over 5. And if you don't want to leave it as improper fraction, you can also convert it to mixed numbers. If you are converting to mixed numbers, 7 can divide 5 how many times? 1 time. And then how many remainder? You have 2 all over 5. So you can either leave your answer in improper form or you can turn it into a mixed fraction. For this one, what do we have here? We have 25 over 100. Now I've told you before that anytime you see that you have 5 there and then you have 0 down as your denominator, you can divide that fraction by 5. So I know here that my 5 times 5, that gives me 25, right? And for 10, 20 times 5 will give me 100. If you simplify this, 5 will cancel 5. I'm left with 5 all over 2, 20. So I can still simplify this by 5. And if I simplify this by 5, I'm having 5 times 1 all over 4 times 5. Because 4 times 5 is 20. So this would be 5. Sorry, because of space. So I'm just going to write it down. This would be 1 all over 4. I divided this by 5 and this by 5. So your answer is simply 1 all over 4. Now, to convert this into decimal form, you don't need to do much. If you want to convert your fraction into decimal form, what you need to do is, alright, so your answer will simply be 1 all over 4. If you enjoyed this video on converting percentages to fractions, make sure to like this video, subscribe and share. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.